Have you ever wondered,
by the way, the Illuminati is real?
Why it feels like we're living on autopilot? Like we're stuck in a cycle that never ends. If I said there is a force that is keeping you locked into a limited experience of reality, would you question it? That I am infinite consciousness awareness.
Are you crazy?
You may not believe it, but you're about to see what's really happening.
That's Illuminati. That's what I'm saying.
Everything you see around you, the governments, the corporation, the media, they're not in control. They're just the surface. And beneath them lies something much darker and much older, the reptilian agenda. You see, these beings, these reptilians, have been manipulating human consciousness for thousands of years. But why? Why do they want to keep us from reaching our full potential? They want to keep us trapped, but not just physically. They want to block us from connecting to our higher consciousness. Therefore, they use the most effective tool at their disposal, our five senses. Let's refer to our book of sacred secrets. On page 17, give us all we need to know about consciousness. Humans possesses a more advanced consciousness that markedly differs from that of animals. Animals operate with one-way consciousness, driven by instinct and a lack of self-awareness. Unlike animals, humans exhibit a two-way consciousness, allowing them to be self-aware and engage in introspective analysis of our physical and spiritual and mental aspects. Now, this dual awareness is often considered divine, where altering the N to the D in divine forms the word divide, underscoring the inherent duality in our consciousness as a state of oneness, transcending gender and form and divine spark of the divine. The celestial consciousness exists beyond the confines of the physical world, earth, and within each human. A dual nature is inherent in the higher self and lower self, the ego, representing the spiritual and the physical aspect, respectively. The Book of Sacred Secret goes on to say that man is composition of both matter and spirit, and the quest for the balance is essential. Otherwise, the manifestation of chaos ensues, the ego, the earthly embodied personality. Now, it's the physical nature of self as it's identified as shaped by the mind through experience and accumulate knowledge over the years. And it goes on more and more and more. And there's much more found in the Book of Sacred Secrets, and there's also a link in the description of the video. The reptilians are masters of control, and they know that as long as we're bound to our five senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, we can't break free. But here's the thing. These senses are only the beginning of what we truly are capable of. So, what if we have this untapped potential within us? Why are we stuck in such a limited version of reality?
The Illuminati.
You see, the reptilians are experts in mind control. They use the media, the food industry, and the education system to program us from birth. But why would they go through such lengths? So, what's their end game?
It was only going to be revealed when the Illuminati had amassed enough power.
Therefore, it's simple. They don't want us to realize that we're capable of so much more. They fear the day we wake up. They have created a prison, not walls and bars, but a perception. The moment you begin to question what's real and what's not, cracks start to appear. You hear all the time on social media, hey, I found some glitch in the matrix. So if we're stuck in this reality that they designed, what is the first step for us to break free? Reptilians has a tight grip on every aspect of our lives, and the key to their control is distraction. But it's not about keeping us entertained. It's about keeping us disconnected from the truth. So how do they do this? Therefore, they flood our minds with meaningless content, endless consumerism, and carefully crafted propaganda. From the moment you wake up, your senses are under attack. Food you eat is designed to dull your mind. The media you consume is designed to feed your fear. The work you do is designed to keep you busy to question anything. But there's something else going on here. So if all of this is designed to keep us under control, who is benefiting from all of it?
It's the ancient Illuminati threat.
The reptilians feed on this control. They gain power by keeping us bound to the physical world, distracted from the true nature. But that's not all. They're feeding off our fear and confusion. How do we stop them? Therefore, we must see the world for what it really is. So there's a lot of people that approach me and say, well, hi, what is your name? What do you do? And they expect for me to say, my name is Roderick Martin.
Well, why not?
And I usually blow them away, or they think I'm crazy when I give them the actual response that I am infinite consciousness awareness.
Are you crazy?
Living the physical reality. I'm having the experience of Roderick Martin, the YouTuber, the UFO investigator, the TV personality.
I'm telling you, he is crazy.
If many of you watched the podcast before, you'll know that I have been saying I'm changing my reality, or my physical reality.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry, what?
Changing my reality, or my physical reality. I am changing the physical reality of how you see me. You may come back a year from now, and the new physical reality that I have changed and altered so that you will perceive will be a different version of myself.
That is bullshit, crazy eight.
And therefore, which I access in the infinite consciousness and also within my mind.
It's confusing, I get it, okay?
With us all being one consciousness, I'm having my mind to be the servant to aid me in the altering of this new construct, or the new physical reality that you will see a year from now.
Damn, that is one effective counterspell.
Here's where it gets even more bizarre. Have you ever noticed the symbol? The ones that appear in our everyday lives? Logos, architect, entertainment, but they aren't just random. They are markers left by the reptilian elite in order to communicate with each other right under our noses.
Just some Illuminati shit.
So why would they hide in plain sight? Obviously, it's because they believe we're distracted to notice. These symbols is part of their control system, but it's also their weakness, because the more we see the patterns, the more we realize that this system is a trap. So if we're surrounded by the clues, why aren't more people waking up? The real reason is because they have conditioned us to ignore what's right in front of us. So what do you think? Do you believe that it's just a coincidence, or there's something more going on here? This is where the story hits a more chilling point. The reptilians are not just for after control of governments or corporations. They're after your very soul. But they're doing this by keeping you locked into a lower state of consciousness, preventing you from connecting to your higher self. So the question becomes, how far are you willing to go to break free? Therefore, the battle isn't just external, it's internal. They'll weaponize our five senses against us, keeping us anchored in this reality. But breaking free requires effort, awareness, and the willingness to see beyond the illusion. So what's the cost of staying asleep? Therefore, the cost is everything. The loss of your true self, your higher purpose. On page 49 in the book of Sacred Secrets, so the discussion becomes all about the soul trap. But we're going to discuss two things here. What is the soul? Now, according to the book of Sacred Secrets, the soul is the essence that transcends the material realm, serving the vital force that encompasses all experience. It is divine spark, an observer beyond the visible, a conscious entity navigating the reality unseen, the celestial essence functioning as the all-seeing eye, perceiving the intricacies of the mind. Emotional state is beyond experienced reality, the soul, an immortal flame within. The letter I, a singular line denoting unity, represent the true self, devoid of gender, name, or form. I can sum it up by saying we're all infinite consciousness, but let me go deeper. We're all that is, have been, and ever can be. We're living in a physical reality. Now, if you saw some of the past videos, we've been studying the Monroe Institute, the CIA document that were released. The document I will place here in the description of this video. However, there is the vibrational codes that we have on our website. There's 3 files. By listening to those audios along with the document and the breathing exercises, you're going to be able to expand your consciousness beyond your body. You're going to understand the affirmation says that we're more than our physical body. We're more than physical matter. We can perceive that which is past the physical realm and also make contact with others and information so that you are able to take that information and bring it back into this construct of physical reality. Check out the link below in the website. Get access to those documents and also the audio files on my website. What is mind? The perception of the soul experience is generated by the mind. The mind, with its boundless capacities, open the doors to limited possibility. Every manifestation finds its origin in the individual mind, and it goes on to say more. When you're now hearing about my mission of truth versus authority, truth is where you're experiencing life in the consciousness. Authority, on the other hand, is the mind. Most people accept everything that the mind tells them. You've always heard me say your eyes are useless when your mind is blind. And let me go deeper to say, if your mind is being controlled by perception and reality and media and these reptilians, then your eyes are blind. They make your eyes blind. But once you get into infinite consciousness, now you'll be able to see this illusion that has been created over generations and generations. Consequences of their control is all around us, but we've been trained not to see them. Look at the stress, the anxiety, the depression. These are symptoms of society disconnected from its true nature. So if we continue down this path, what is left for us? Therefore, we must reclaim our consciousness to pull back the layers of control that they're placed over us. Each day we remain unaware. We feed their agenda, but the moment we begin to question, the moment we stop accepting the distractions, the cracks in their control begins to grow. If we're going to win this battle, we need to understand how deep their manipulation really goes. Therefore, we must reject the authority over our mind. Truth versus authority. As I refer back Book of Sacred Secrets on page 49, it says that the mind serves as the projector for the soul. The prime example is astral projection, where the mind has the ability to project consciousness, the soul, into the astral plane. In this dynamic, the soul takes on the role of the observer, and the mind acts as the projector, and the body serves as the vessel for the reality of the inhabitant. We have to get to understand that our mind is not the authority. Truth is the authority. Truth is the consciousness. The mind should be the servant of the consciousness, not the mind controlling the consciousness like most people are dealing with today, because how they're using mind control techniques to keep us in our five senses.
The Illuminati.
You can refer to the planes of existence on page 13 of the Book of Sacred Secrets. There you will get a complete understanding of the higher astral, middle astral, lower astral, and also the physical. There's a link in the description of the video so you can get access to the entire download. The truth is this: we're not powerless, but the reptilians have spent millennia trying to convince us that we are. So it's time to reclaim our consciousness, to break free of the prison of the five senses. Therefore, we must seek out knowledge, question everything. Most importantly, trust our higher self. We're not just physical beings, but we have been led to believe that that's all we are. So if we are truly to be free, we must break out the artificial construct and reconnect with the infinite power of consciousness. Therefore, the journey begins now. The question is, are you ready to wake up? The reptilians may control the system, but they do not control our minds. Well, that is, if we decide to take back control ourselves. So we must rebel against the authority that they placed over us. We must break free from their sensory prison and reclaim our true power. Therefore, the choice is yours. Stay asleep or wake up and join the truth versus authority rebellion. It's time to rise up. The New World Order won't stop, but we can break free one mind at a time. You may not believe it. We all are one infinite consciousness, and the truth is out there just waiting for you. If you're ready to dive deeper and uncover more truths about the reptilian agenda, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next video. But remember, the journey just doesn't stop here. So keep questioning, keep searching, stay awake. Therefore, the truth will always find its way to the surface. And remember, your mind is like a parachute. It only works best when it's open. Instagram page, Truth versus Authority. TikTok, Truth versus Authority. And also look for us on Twitter and Facebook so you can stay connected, because your eyes are useless when your mind is blind.